In the next Titan Quest 2 update, players will have access to summons. Each mastery has received a summon skill, and there are new summon-related passives too.
On the backside here, I am thinking for now maybe I'll do a back door, because I will be filling in one of those side doors, and it could be seeing in the starter island. So be sure to explore all the ancient ruins so that you can unlock the recipes for the roofs and things like that if you didn't watch our last video. But yeah, just so that you know that that is the materials we'll be building with in this video. So pillars and beams, we want to go to the small stick pillar. And on the outsides of each of these large pillars, I'm going to continue up with these little ones here. 2 little stairs, rectangle squares, wrap around deck. So I'm gonna take the floor pieces and just come out by one of them on the front piece out. We have a nice looking front porch there. And then the entire top section here, I'll go back to the walls. And I'm gonna fill this in with the light wood pieces. So we're gonna go to these ones, triangular wall. We have the darker wall, so that with the corner, which is 2 of these blocks in, I believe that's gonna be, yeah, right on the edge here. So I'm gonna put 1 there, and I'm going to put 1 right here, and then possibly the same thing in the front, but we'll see. I want to do some more windows, so I'll do something like that, and then like that, and then these front sections, yeah, why not? Let's do some nice big windows to look out on the deck. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then come up just like so. Same thing on this side here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then come up on both sides. Take the larger ones and put them kind of across like that. That should be nice. And then on this back side here, I guess I'll have to decide kind of where I want the windows. But in the meantime, let me just continue these all up by another block higher. And then same thing around the windows, just filling in above them, something like that. And then we can fill both of them in.
So, here's your character.
You installed this?
Even had a few screws left over.
If it's important, it's not worth compromising. That's why with Farmers, you can get quality and savings.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Artisanal and grilled cheese. We're made for this.
Hello everyone, my name is Spiro. In today's video, I'm going to show you how you can go from this to this. So if you clicked on this video, you're probably wondering how you can go about building a better base. And the answers aren't as difficult as you might think. Obviously, you are probably going to be you can incorporate. End up building a base in a survival craft like this is you often do end up finding yourself building a cube-like structure, and then you don't really know where to go from there. What do you do to make it look more interesting? And basically the way you're going to do that is you just need to break up symmetry, avoid long straight lines, add just about anything that you can. It really doesn't even matter that much. Just go with an idea. Anything that sticks out, anything that breaks up the flow of the building is going to make it look significantly better. Even if it's just something basic, anything that kind of just breaks up that long straight line is going to make things better. When you do end up starting out, I don't think it's a bad idea to start off maybe as a cube, just to get an overall sense of the size of the building, just to understand, you know, what kind of space you're working with. And then after you get a rough idea of the building's shape and size, then you're going to want to start going and adding features to the base, things that kind of just break up the flow, things that make it look more unique. And it can be anything. There are plenty of ways to do that. If you look at, for example, the tavern that I ended up building, when I started out, I built it as a giant cube. And then with the tavern, I kind of sculpted out kind of like these balconies where I made it recede into the building, like cut out parts of the building to make it kind of look more sensible and have parts that kind of break up the flow. So the balconies act as two things. A, they give you kind of a nice view, let the guests or residents inside of the tavern get a better view of the land. But two, it also breaks up the flow and it makes it a little bit more interesting to look at from the outside. You can also add like decks where you have balustrades that extend outwards. But another thing you need to be making sure of is you want to think about realism. When it comes to building a base, think about in real life if things are going to make structural sense, because it does look kind of weird when you have balustrades or decks that are kind of extending outwards but no support around. It definitely breaks immersion and it looks a little bit weird. So when you're building, constantly look for ways to incorporate realism and use structural support to add a level of depth that is also, it's not needed. You don't need structural support in this game. Most often you can actually get away with quite a lot of crazy things, but it does make the game look a lot more believable, and it makes things look so much better when you try add structural integrity. Things like pillars, things like beams to give your structure support. That kind of stuff makes things look a lot better. It also helps break up the flow and makes things look quite aesthetically pleasing when you do add that. Now, another general tip for this game is make sure that you're constantly making use of the free placement option. So when you do end up pressing P, or if you press Q, you can go into the options and manually turn it on and off there. You are going to be able to place structures freely. I can't stress how nice this feature is, because when you do end up going off these snapping points and be able to free place, you can basically do whatever you like. If there is a structure or a gap that you can't fill, you can basically go into free snapping point and then you are able to fill those gaps. And the even better thing about this game is you can actually build structures inside of other structures. So for example, if you have a floor, or maybe you have a foundation and you want to kind of fill a gap up, but the gap is too small, you can actually just build another piece inside of that piece to fill that gap up. This is an incredibly valuable tool and it lets you do whatever you want. Essentially, you have free power to build in any way you want. You don't have to worry about any kind of restrictions. When you do end up using the free snap placement option, you will be able to build anywhere you like, in any way you like. If you want to place something inside of something else, you can do it. If you want to make a chimney go through a roof without having to worry about opening up space, you can build the chimney right through the roof. If you want to place a column or a pillar inside of a wall, you can do that. And that's exactly what we did in this base. One of the members of my community, he got this pretty cool idea where he built these kind of like columns or pillars inside of the walls, and this makes it look so much better. It breaks up the flow, it makes it stand out more, and it makes it look a whole lot more interesting. Doing things like that makes your building look so much better, and you can just do whatever you want with this game because of the fact that you can free place without
there's a nickel.
Hear this! Come all you bold young thoughtless men, forward into
If you're singing, we're out of combat.
and never leave your happy homes to sail the raging sea.
There we go. Are these 24-pounder 12s? These are the ones that I currently have on. Are 24-pound devastating. Yeah. So this ship that we're in can do a 12 or 20, 12, 24, or 36, and 6, 12, or 24 in the secondary battery. So
Alright, got some X. Alright, we got some stone ammo. build a tent. Need some more. Alright, we got ourselves a backpack. Excuse me. Me put. Hey, Tazi. Sorry, I missed your message.
Service Titan is the only fully integrated AI that automates your entire workflow. Born in the...
Okay, so we're going to start on the pier. That's my big boat. It's called the Drowned Crown. It's awesome, this boat. It's really good for naval combat. That's another video I'll probably show you in the near future. Got some good naval footage. But yeah, this is like an overview of the city, and it's massive. Obviously from down here you can't really see the scale, but from the beginning you could. So this is where all the ships park up, and this is my lighthouse. My one thing with the lighthouse is I feel like I should have made it thinner and taller, but yes, whatever. And there's my small boat, got her parked there. But the inside here, so there are a couple of buildings where I haven't fleshed out the inside. A lot of them are completely done, but there's a couple that aren't, because I'm waiting for the game to be updated with more stuff like decorations and such. For example, there's no like shipwreck parts that you can put in your base. There's no Jolly Roger flag. That is blasphemous. How is there no pirate flag in this game as a decoration? If the devs are watching this video, add it ASAP. So I want to say I built all of this as well without mods. The only mod that I've got running right now is to reduce the UI scale, because I felt like the UI, I like it, but it was taking up loads of the screen. So, you know, when I give you a tour of the city, I didn't want it to like block a lot of the views. So this was all built without mods, no cheats, no hacks, nothing like that. But I'm waiting. There's a couple of things I need to unlock still. I think I haven't got the carpets yet. So there's a couple of things I still need to unlock, but the game needs a lot more stuff, and I didn't want to
Oh, already teaching them to customize and save with Liberty Mutual.
No. Math.
Help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley. Way, bully in the alley. Help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley. Bully down in Shinbo now. Sally is the girl that I love dearly. Way, bully in the alley. Sally is the girl that I love nearly. Bully down in Shinbo now. Oh, help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley. Way, bully in the alley. Help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley. Bully down in Shinbo now. For 7 long years I courted little Sally. Way, bully in the alley. But all she did was dilly and dally. Bully down in Shinbo now. Oh, help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley. Way, bully in the alley. Help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley. Bully down in Shinbo now. I left my Sal, I went a-sailing. Way, bully in the alley. Signed on a big ship, I went a-whaling. Bully down in Shinbo now. Oh, help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley. Way, bully in the alley. Help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley. Bully down in Shinbo now. If I ever get back, I'll marry little Sally. Way, bully in the alley. Have 6 kids and live in Shinbo Alley. Bully down in Shinbo